All right, it's recording. So you want to
All right.
get right into it? Talk about some
Yes.
Fallout.
Yes, absolutely.
So you just recently started it for the first time after me kind of preaching the gospel for a couple months autistically to you. So
Yes. I feel like we started talking about New Vegas some last year, and immediately I was kind of enticed by this character of Robert Edwin House,
the
and
goat.
I thought he was a little a kind of relatable, kind of inspirational even. So I couldn't help but want to try to play it for myself.
And you did. You got uploaded it, streamed it right to YouTube.
Yes, pretty whole episode. And not only that, but in the first episode, we were streaming for like over 2 hours, and I made it to Mr. House in that very short time period.
Well, you you kind of beeline straight to him.
Yeah, but I mean, thanks to your guidance, I probably wouldn't have been able to make it on my own.
Oh, that's not it. Like I remember one time I got a buddy of mine to play it. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He asked me if I wanted to come over, and I came over, and I noticed he was at Prim. He was in the casino that has the roller coaster on it. He had just entered it, and he was going. I was like, "Wait, turn around, look behind that desk. There's a there's a first aid pack, like 3 stim packs in it. Go get that." He goes in there, opens it. There's 3 stim packs in it. And all of a sudden, I see him turn around, look at me. He's like, How much have you played this game?"
The other day, well, I guess it's been like a week or two now. We were talking about that quest that you get Raoul from, and
Yeah,
you told me the directions of which way I had to go to trigger the quest, and I was like, wow, just rattle that off. Like it was nothing.
I put a lot of hours into that game.
Yes, well, it was very appreciated because it was very helpful. I needed to get them,
But you're
and
relatively new to the franchise.
yeah. So I mean, if I get anything about the war a little bit wrong, I apologize because it takes a while for me to integrate all of that. But you know,
It's,
I'm
it's a
definitely
lot to
very
take in.
fascinated. Yeah, but I'm definitely very fascinated with it so far. Particularly anything to do with Mr. House, not to sound weird or anything, but I mean I
Well,
like other characters too.
outside of Mr. House, what do you think really
Um,
tr-
well,
attracted you to the world?
well, honestly, the way the world building is with all the like all the way all the characters like all the NPCs and stuff are talking about like what's going on in the world, so everything feels very connected and it helps you get a good sense of what sort of the lore and stuff. Even when you're doing a particular run, you get like for example, you hear about what the Legion's up to. Actually, early on in the game, one of those early towns that I went to, I remember it was like raided by the Legion. I think like there's fucking people crucified or something all over the place.
Yeah,
Unless
Nipton.
it's yeah, Nipton, and I don't remember if the Legion themselves did that or if it was the Great Khans that did it. I think the Legion did.
Yeah, that was the Legion. That's
Yeah.
a lot of players' first encounter with the Legion. Nipton.
Yeah, I mean, I remember earlier on in the series or in my playthrough, I had to deal with NCR guys a lot, and you know how I feel about the NCR guys. I don't like them very much. So I got a decent taste of what they're all about, and I know that I don't ever want to be around them ever again. Um, and that's why in the finale of the series, I got to kill some NCR guys for free, and I didn't get any trouble for it. And that was some of the most fun I've had in a video game in years.
Yeah, I've been a fan since 2008. My buddy had just gotten Fallout 3, came out like right when it came out, and he was trying to do it. He was doing to me what I did to you, doing everything he could to get me to try it. But I'm kind of stubborn. I'm a creature of habit. I don't like leaving my bubble. I had I was Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row type stuff. I didn't want to
Yeah.
venture out that. I was too nervous to. But he told me the story, and I don't know if I should tell you. It's not too big of a spoiler, but he was telling me about a town he came across in Fallout 3, who there are a bunch of people who worship this one guy who was like fused to a tree, thanks like
Yeah.
mutated and radiated, and they're worshiping him as a god, but he's just wanting them to kill him. And I was like, he doesn't tell them. I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting, but he doesn't tell them he's not a god. And my buddy's like, oh no, he is. They think he's testing them. And I just started cracking out, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this game. And I went out and got it that weekend, and it became my favorite thing. So, and here we are.
Yeah. Of course, as I was saying earlier, like, I was exposed to Fallout some like about 10 years ago or so because I used to see it on YouTube. A lot of that's foggy to me now, but like I watched Fallout 4 and it seemed like a pretty interesting thing at the time. And
Yeah.
of course, another character I'm a very big fan of is Liberty Prime, if he counts as a character.
Oh, he's definitely a character.
Yeah, I think he definitely counts. He's definitely what I mean. Again, I haven't been able to experience him, in game for myself yet, but I just on principle alone. I mean, he's one of my. That guy, he's like second only to Mr. House.
Well, do you have any plans to start Fallout 3 anytime soon?
Maybe in January. I'm not sure yet. I'm not up to a whole lot right now in terms of gaming, or I've been kind of a little bit busier lately, so I haven't had as much motivation to play, but yeah, hopefully by January.
Well, we got the series we're going to be doing coming up.
Yeah, I think maybe the series will also get me a little bit more motivated to keep playing Fallout, actually.
Yeah, we're going to be doing I guess we'll do like little reviews kind of like this, because I mean, we could like react to it over this, but I don't know how that's above my level of production editing. So
honestly,
we'll probably just
a lot of the times when I watch things, I'm just really quiet unless there's something.
Me too. Me too.
Unless there's something really funny, then I'll laugh at it.
I feel if you're like doing like I've never done a reaction, but I feel like you're kind of obligated to overreact, and I don't think that's something I want to do.
Yeah, it's just not really. It feels kind of disingenuous, right? And I have a hard time doing that. But
and then when season 2 comes out, I'm gonna want to ingest that probably by myself without anybody like looking over my shoulder. Kinda.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now when it comes to season 2, depending on how it goes, I might be freaking out a little bit like a schoolgirl and screaming all over the place.
Oh, well, all right. It's either fangirling or either raging, depending on how it goes.
Yeah, like if they turn this show into commie slop or something like that, and start acting like Mr. House is a big bad capitalist dictator instead of the beacon of morality that I know he is, then I'm not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, I did send the trailer to you. I probably shouldn't have, but
yeah,
I was too excited not to. But
it definitely got me motivated to watch the show. I like the way I kind of like the actor that they chose for Mr. House. I feel like by live action standards, that's probably about as close of
the best you could do without getting the voice actor.
Like I've never seen a person in real life that actually like resembles like Mr. House.
Yeah.
To be honest. Now, what's interesting, and just to go off on a little unrelated, is that when I was reading Atlas Shrugged, there was this character, one of the main characters in the novel is called Francisco de Anconia, and he's this, I think he was Mexican, and he was, an industrialist. Well, he owned copper mines. But anyways, when I was reading the book, I imagined him to look just like Mr. House did, and I never saw Mr. House. But like the mustache and everything. I never saw Mr. House, but then as soon as I saw Mr. House, I was like, whoa.
Well, I watched an interview with Justin Theroux, the person that's played Mr. House in season 2, and he said he did a lot of research into Howard Hughes to get into it, but I'm still cautiously optimistic, I guess is the word.
Yeah, if that's true, then I look forward to that because that
Which
would actually be really cool.
I'm almost certain that probably was like a director's note, like for the character for him to get into. But
Well, honestly, that alone shows that they're at least trying, putting effort into the characterization and stuff. 'Cause I
hopefully,
feel like
hopefully,
a lot of shows don't even try to do that, to be honest.
yeah, I feel like that's got to be like the biggest like armchair director here. So I have no ground to stand on. But I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things to take because they know there's millions of fans of this that's going to criticize every single thing they do.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think for the most part they knocked it out of park. Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm sure you've seen pretty much everyone speaks highly of season one.
Yes, there's a YouTuber I watch sometimes called the Critical Drinker who like reviews stuff, and he gave it a good. He didn't give like a spoiler review; it was only like 8 minutes long, but he said it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And it seems like
Now
the
there are
reception's pretty positive.
definitely people who hate on it, but it's a minority.
Yeah, there's this like really like far right guy called Synthetic Man on YouTube who like shits on pretty much everything, and he was shitting on the show. I didn't watch his review or anything, so I don't know what he was saying, but
Well, I'm sure when we get into the season one, we'll address some concerns that people have with it and what we think
yeah,
about it.
yes, I fully expect to enjoy it. I feel like going into it, I'm not like super immersed in Fallout lore either, so I'm probably not as able to be critical of things if there are any like
Oh well,
inconsistencies.
don't worry about that.
Yes, I'm fully trust. I fully trust that you'll be able to set things straight with anything I might notice. If I notice anything that seems out of place.
So we're obviously thinking House Always Wins is going to be the canon, right?
Yes,
Based off the trailer.
yeah, it better be. It better not be Yes Man, and it most certainly better not be anything to do with the NCR. If the NCR happens to, I would rather the Legionoids be you know what I saw earlier today? I was
What?
looking at Instagram and I don't even get follow-up reels very often, but I got this reel about the NCR and it had like Fortunate Son playing in the background and it was talking about how they destroy the Legion and stuff like that. It's like, shut up, you commies. Get your propaganda out of my Instagram feed. It was
Well,
they had
sorry,
like their I don't know if they were vertibirds or some other type of aircraft. And it was talking about how like the Legion doesn't have aircraft, so the NCR could just wipe the floor with them.
yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder how much like artillery. I mean, like they're probably at a point where they can manufacture it themselves. So,
You know what?
but I
You
mean,
know
that just
what?
kind of makes the NCR look more dumb that they haven't done that already.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what the NCR and the Legion don't have? They don't have an economic visionary, and they don't have
True,
they don't have Mark II Securitrons.
true. This is true.
And I know that the Securitrons work very well on NCR Rangers because that guy he kept teleporting to the New Vegas Strip. He kept getting evaporated by my Securitron every time I fast traveled there.
That NCR
That
Ranger.
happened that happened like 5 times.
Yeah, because what happened was you're once you get a good reputation with the NCR, that same ranger is supposed to come up to you and say you've done a good turn for the NCR. Like if you ever need us, we'll be there. And he gives you like a little radio beacon to call in the NCR for backup. And he's supposed to like randomly spawn. I usually get him as soon as I fast travel someplace. And you kept fast traveling to the strip, and he kept spawning in the gate, and he was registering as like a trespasser, and they were gunning him down.
Yeah, and that's how this is part of my point about why the NCR are commies. Actually, is because they give you free stuff and it's crap. I tried to use their radio before, and because I was getting ambushed by those Legion assassins, and they were useless. They just died in like a second. Like, they couldn't.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The game is a whole different difficulty if you're fighting against the Legion. like for the NCR, and you're fighting for the Legion against the NCR. It is much easier fighting the NCR than it is fighting the Legion.
Yeah, those Legion guys are honestly really hard to deal with.
Yeah, but you learned one of the golden rules of Fallout by maxing out your speech. You didn't even have to fight the Legate at the end.
Yes. Now, I kind of knew about that speech check before going into it, because not like even before I did the Lonesome Road DLC, because I'd see the Legate guy on YouTube. I didn't watch anything, but I heard about his speech check thing, and I didn't know the context. It was just like, okay, I need to have my speech at 100, and I feel like the golden rule for this game was definitely to pump speech before anything else, because that's got me out of so many problems.
Yeah. Now it's interesting because when you're in Fallout New Vegas, it's like a set thing. Like like, oh, this person's got a speech check of 85, so if you get 85, you're definitely going to get it. But in Fallout 3, it's more of a percentage thing. So like,
oh no.
I mean, if you got a 100 speech, you're more than likely going to get it. But it's like I can't remember if I ever seen like there is one, like I know for a fact there's one character that has like a 100% speech check, but I think most of the time it's like a 95% chance. So you're definitely gonna have to spam that quick save button in Fallout 3.
God. I remember when I first started off playing New Vegas, I was quick saving quite a bit, but after a while, I wasn't doing it quite as much, and it cost me a little bit of time. I remember here actually, like on the review of the Fallout Season 1, I saw this. Somebody commented that the only thing that was inaccurate is that it wasn't crashing.
Yeah, well, they weren't in New Vegas yet, so.
Does Fallout 3 not have like any crashing issues?
No, I'm trying to. I think I don't know about crashing, but I know there are quite a few times where I got stuck in a loading screen.
Oh God!
And my Fallout 3 won't even run right now. I don't even know what the issue is with it. But
one time I was scared I lost my New Vegas progress because I encountered the infinite loading screen glitch. But what it turned out to be is I was trying to use this thing that would control my frame rate, and for some reason the game wouldn't load when I had that on. So
I don't know. I'm not anything tech related over my head.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was just scared. I was just scared that I lost all my Mr. House progress.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have multiple saves. And
yeah.
My personal thing is I save after every time I enter a building, I save. Every time I leave the building, I save.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass, though. I think I had 6 save files in total to ensure that nothing happened.
I usually have 2, or especially with New Vegas, because that's before they add the ability to have like different files for each character. But
yeah.
So I have like 6. No, I have 8. No, I have 6 because I don't have an independent run on my PC. So I got 2 for each faction, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like next time I play it, I might want to try to do like a melee run or something like that. I feel like it'd be kind of interesting.
Honestly, I think melee's underrated in New Vegas. I think it's really good.
When I was doing Big Mountain, against the Robo Scorpions, there was this melee weapon that you could get on top of one of the research buildings or whatever, and it like did bonus damage against any sort of robots. And honestly, it was actually helpful for me even with my low melee stats. So I feel
should have had that. Should have had that for Oh, you said you had it in Big Mountain. Okay, I thought you said Black Mountain. I was about to say you should have took that to fight the Robo Scorpions.
Yeah, it was in Big Mountain, and like even with my really low melee stat, it actually did a lot of damage. So, unfortunately, I pumped all my weapon stats were pumped into guns and energy weapons.
Yeah.
Next time, I'll want to do like unarmed and melee, probably. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
because you can also learn you can learn like certain techniques from like some of the characters. I think there's
yeah.
one that I think it's the Great Khan guy. I'm not 100% sure, but he'll teach you like do like the Dale Gribble like pocket sand attack to block like throw off the opponent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that bastard Papa Khan. I have a bit of beef with Papa Khan. I I don't know how much of it you saw on my streams, but I spent a good while trying to get that guy to go to his outhouse, and that guy would not go. I even I had my C4 from when I was what was it? I can't quite remember that location's name. When I was in Vault 13 or whatever, I think. Wait,
Vault
was it
13.
31? Was it Vault 13?
19. Vault 19.
Vault 19. My bad.
Thir-
Um,
13 is not in that game.
no, but I do have the outfit, the Vault 13 outfit, though, I think.
Yeah, and you got the canteen.
Yeah,
That
and that's
is
why.
literally useless.
Yeah, all it does is take up 1 pound of my precious weight
I
stat. But
don't
anyway.
even. The only thing, maybe because I know in hardcore mode there's like a hydration thing. Like I think you can lose health if you're not hydrated. But
Oh my God, yeah, I heard
which
about that when I
I think
started.
that's what it's for. But I haven't. I don't think I've ever played hardcore mode, so I don't know.
I'm like personally, I don't really like playing hard modes on games.
No, I get I get too aggravated.
Yeah, and it's too time consuming for me too. I don't have the patience for that, unfortunately.
Me either.
But like, I got having to use having to have a food stat and stuff like that would probably be a little bit too much to manage because like
Yeah,
most of the foods also give you rads and stuff, so that would just get way too annoying.
yeah. My wife plays. She likes playing games like that. She plays like Ark, and
Oh yeah,
I can't do that.
William, he used to play Ark all the time. He's got like thousands of hours on Ark. How
I
many
can never.
thousand? How many thousands? Because we're talking about survival games. William, how many like have thousands of? Yeah, over 3,000 hours or so on Ark, man.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that actually might be more than I got in Fallout. I put probably like the very first one I played. It was a Fallout 3 for the 360. I probably put like 400 hours into it,
Yeah.
maybe 6. I can't really remember. But then I put just as much into New Vegas on the 360.
Wow.
Then I played them both on the PlayStation 3. I played them both on PC. I don't think I have 3,000, but I'm probably over 1,000.
Yeah, my cut. To be honest, when I play games, my cutoff is like 150 hours. I don't usually play anything longer than that unless if it's like a competitive game. But I don't even play competitive games anymore.
Well, that's just me, replaying different characters and everything.
Well, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's awesome to get that much enjoyment. I could definitely see playing Fallout New Vegas for quite a while, just because there's literally so much to do in it.
Yeah.
Like
Same thing with 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4, I'd say both have good replay value. Well,
like
maybe not 3. Maybe not 3, because 3, unfortunately, it is pretty black and white.
There's
like,
only 2
the
factions,
ending, at least.
right?
Yeah, you can't. I don't want to spoil it too much, but you can't even really join one of them.
Oh,
You can help them at the end, but
gotcha.
you can't officially join them like you can in New Vegas and 4.
Right.
In 4, there's like there's a bunch of factions you can join in 4, just like in New Vegas. So
at some point in the near future, I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try to play The Witcher 3 as well. I imagine that's gonna be, it's gonna have quite a bit of scale to it.
I played it, but I never did finish it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess your choices in that game have a lot of influence on what happens in the world as well, right?
Yeah. I remember something happened that I didn't like, so I looked up to see what I could have done differently, and like the branching point was like, I think like 2 or 3 hours like back. And
Oh
I
my
had like
god.
multiple saves over that. So it was either start a new game just to fix that one thing or just live with what I did. So I had to keep on trucking.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, you gotta hate it when you can't go back on your choices.
Which, but on one hand, I do kind of respect that. Like, you got to live with the choices you make. So,
But sometimes, like the way the dialogue's written, it can make it hard to know what the outcome is going to be of a
yeah.
choice.
Which, I mean, it's just kind of, good writing, pretty much.
Yeah, when I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that I won't go into it too much, but like you have your different like companion characters, and you have like a friendship stat with each one. And I got friendship stats on the characters I didn't want, because the way the choices were a little bit ambiguous the way they were written, so I didn't know what they were going to be, and I just wanted to be friends with fucking Tifa, and unfortunately I got to be friends with everybody else. Fucking
Well, when
yeah.
you finally get to 4, you'll get that companion, like, relations back. So,
Oh well, we all know how I treated some of my companions in the
yeah.
manga. Like you know what happened to Cass.
Well,
Man, yeah. As I
yeah,
was saying, maybe I should have let Cass live.
apparently.
And Veronica's not very happy with me. I probably should have blown her head off too, but anyway, doesn't matter.
Did she stay with you?
No, she
Okay, she left you.
she was wearing some sort of like cloak thingy, and she at that one trading post. I think the 188 trading post is
Yeah.
what it was called. And she was just acting all edgy, like, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, okay, I mean, I never wanted anything to do with her in the first place either. It's just I needed her help to go do what Mr. House told me to do.
What about Arcade? Your favorite?
Oh yeah, Arcade. I mean, at one point, for a while, I thought, maybe Arcade's not such a bad guy, but Arcade, he was just an NCR loving commie wannabe, so had to go.
Yeah.
Red Boone. I don't actually know what happened to Boone. I don't think Boone even was part of my ending, was he?
I don't think he was, which
Yeah,
is
I don't
weird.
think. I guess Boone is probably chill with Mr. House, so he just didn't have anything to say.
Which should say a lot. The NCR companion is fine with Mr. House overall.
I'm,
So,
I'm not going to get into it, but I think we all know why Arcade's a fan of the NCR. Like, you know what I mean?
which I don't know if you've seen it because I don't know if you said you don't get as much posts as me, but there's a theory that you've seen the season 2 trailer, the Legion in it. Like we see the leader of the Legion, we only see the back of his head. We know who's playing him, but there's a big theory that it's Arcade. There's a theory going around that that the leader of the new leader of the Legion is Arcade.
What the fuck?
It makes absolutely no sense lore wise. So I would be I don't know if I'd hate it, but I would be confused by it if they decide to take that route. But
That would be very interesting if that were true.
I don't know if you've seen it. It is Macaulay Culkin of Home Alone fame playing whoever this new
What
leader of
the
the
fuck?
Legion is. Yeah,
I didn't see that. Yeah, or at least I didn't notice that. Holy shit.
because it was back when season 2 was first kind of like one of the very first like news we got about it was Macaulay Culkin was cast in it, and
Yeah,
people were wanting to know who he was playing, and when the first season 2 trailer came out and we saw the Legion guy, the back of his head, people literally did like these they found like photos of Macaulay Culkin head, and they were able to. That guy's got the same ears. That's Macaulay Culkin. That's Kevin McAllister as this Legion character, and they've confirmed it is him.
wow. Oh, I wonder if maybe it'll be a new original character and his name will be Augustus or something like that.
Maybe, maybe, but I guess because I watched an interview with him not too long ago, and he said he was on Twitter and he was just looking at all the guesses of who he's playing, and he said someone guessed it correctly, and he hearted the tweet, and then just waited like 3 minutes and then unhearted it, so they couldn't prove that he hearted
What the hell?
it.
Hopefully, he didn't hurt one that said Arcade Gannon. Oh my god.
But someone could have just said he's playing like Caesar or something like that, which doesn't necessarily mean the same character as Caesar we see in New Vegas. It could be, like you said, like a new Augustus, or it could even be like one of the. I've seen people say it could be Vulpus. I don't know if you've spent too much time with him. He is a character in New Vegas.
No.
I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
you've spent.
actually, I might remember him.
He's the one you meet in Nipton. He's the one that
Yeah. Yeah.
meets you outside the tops. He gives you the Mark of Caesar.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that guy.
He's got a few quests that you can do, but I don't.
Yeah.
You got banned from the fort pretty quickly, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was, doing all the work for Mr. House. I think by the time I did the House Always Wins Part 5, he's pretty much tired of me.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like you said once, like it's kind of stupid of them to just assume you got the job done.
Yeah.
At the,
that's like if they got Arcade Gannon to do brain surgery on Kaiser, man. That's like the same thing, and I can see it happening after that.
which I guess if they might be asking for it if they're that naive. Maybe the door's shut after. There might be lore behind that. I don't know if the door's sealed behind you after you left, and they couldn't actually go down there and prove it. But to my knowledge, they don't explain that. So
did I show you that meme about the Fallout characters and the Epstein list? Like which ones would be on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what President Kimball and Kaiser are doing there. Like
Which I saw that not long after you showed me that. I did see it myself on Instagram. I was going through some of the comments, and people were kind of torn about Mr. House not being on the list.
Mr. House absolutely would not be on that list because
that
guy has no time for shit like that.
Yeah.
He already has Jane there anyway. He's in love with Jane.
And even Raul says that's like one of the big scandals he remembers is he brought in the person just to like scan their brain. And yeah. I mean, he doesn't say it was unconsensual, like, so he probably paid her for her time, like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a voluntarist, I believe, it's voluntary, it is what it is.
I think the case can be made. It's certainly strange, but it doesn't equate to being on the list.
Yeah, well, there's an old phrase, it's those who soar the highest appear small to those who cannot fly, and that's what Mr. House is all about. People look down at him, but you can't look down at somebody who's soaring, so high in the sky.
And people brought up that the Omertas were running like snuff film rackets, but and they're like, oh, Mr. House is okay with this, but we don't really know that Mr. House is okay with that because clearly Mr. House isn't okay with the White Glove Society cannibalism. He says that's against their contract, so and the Omertas famously hate Mr. House, so I'm sure they're not telling him, hey, we're running this smut film like racket.
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of interesting lore in just the strip alone.
Yeah. Did you even go to like the back part of the strip?
Yeah, I think so.
Like that's got like the NCR embassy and Vault 21.
Okay, I think I walked to Vault 21, but I don't think I actually ever went in it. Yeah, I explored around that area some.
And I think there's I think it's Michelangelo's. He's the guy that does the neon signs he sends you on a quest to take pictures of all the neon signs around Vegas.
Oh, yeah. So I did hear about that quest on a YouTube short, but I didn't do it myself because I heard it was like a really good early game quest to make money. But I was already like 75% through the game by the time I heard about that.
Yeah, it has pretty good payout. I think it is set, so I think once you had the Sierra Madre Gold, so you didn't need it.
Oh yeah, some of those snow globes they gave to Mr. House were pretty helpful too, actually.
And you never, I don't think you ever collected all of them, did you?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's kind of evil of me that I didn't collect them all. I mean, I got a decent few of them, but like, yeah, it's kind of shitty of me actually.
And there are some for the DLC.
Yeah, I actually did find one on my own in the Zion Valley, I think.
Yeah,
Um, well, actually, yeah, in my defense, Mr. House was always rushing me, and he hardly even had time to chat with.
yeah, he's not a
He hardly even had time to
conversationalist. He is
chat.
not.
Now, it is. I can confirm this is that I've become very good friends with Mr. House ever since I helped him win Hoover Dam.
Yeah,
We spent time hanging out in the Lucky 38 and chatting about big ideas, about abolishing taxes all over the Mojave and stuff like that.
it is. It is interesting. We'll see how it pans out in season 2.
Yeah, his cause is evolving now. It's not just a cause, fighting for liberty. It's going to fight for the, to create liberty in all these different places, whether it be, Leeds inhabited areas, NCR inhabited areas. And and get the NCR's, boots off the back of everybody's neck and get all these taxes abolished. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, we'll see how. I'm curious to see how each faction is doing at this point in the timeline, because this is the latest in the timeline. I can't remember the exact date, but it is. I think it's like 10 years after Fallout 4, I believe, because I think Fallout 4 is 2280 something.
What
New. It's. I think it's like 2282 something, or early 2280s, and Fallout 4 is late 2280s, and then I think Fallout the series is in the 2290s.
Okay. Oh yeah, the aftermath stuff there.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that the Fallout 4 is so chronologically close. And I guess that what year is Fallout 3?
Fallout 3 is 2272.
Okay, so yeah, everything's like relatively close.
Fallout 3 is taking place at essentially the same time as like the first Battle of Hoover Dam that you keep hearing people talk about in
Yeah.
New Vegas,
Yeah.
with Chief Hanlon and Joshua Graham.
I gotta say, like, the battle for Hoover Dam was actually really easy, which I was surprised. Which it was really pleasant for me because there was so much random stuff in the game that was just unpleasant. So, whether it be Robo Scorpions or literally all of the Sierra Madre, or
Well, I think the thing with sorry for cutting you off, but I think the thing with the Bethesda games is they don't really do like. I think they go more for like cinematic endings as opposed to
yeah,
oh, this is going to be super difficult endings.
that's what I like because this ending was definitely one of my favorite endings that I've ever played through in a video game.
Well, you still got Fallout 3 coming up, so.
Oh boy. The reason, it just felt like the entire playthrough was coming full circle, especially with how, again, I was able to betray the NCR, kill NCR members, and Mr. House is like, yeah, you know what? It's actually perfectly fine to kill them. It's like, let's go.
Yeah, well, that probably is a little bit better than New Vegas because, like, from the beginning, like, oh, everything seems to be setting up towards this battle. Like, it feels like it's going to happen with or without you there, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is probably the case for the other two games, but yeah, it definitely feels bigger, I guess, in New Vegas.
Yeah. So like in the other games, is it like kind of like your character triggers some more of the events or more like directly?
I'll directly, like, something you could see happening. Definitely, I
Oh,
think especially in 3, I felt like there's a little bit more direct, like consequences. I think to your actions. Like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but there is a way you could literally like cause like an illness that wipes out like every major settlement in the in the game, and they
oh
just become
yeah,
ghost towns.
that sounds like a good time. That's what that that's sort of what what does certain governments might have attempted a few years ago. But
Maybe.
anyway,
Well, I'll say illness. It's less illness, more poison in the water. So close enough.
actually, I drew a blank on this one. I had to backtrack a little bit and talk about Papa Khan a little bit. Uh,
Popcorn.
yeah, I gotta say, as a big fan of Mongolian history, I was I on some points I was satisfied, but on other points I was very disappointed with their portrayal because Papa Khan, this fraud, he's literally wearing like a Viking, like one of those stereotypical Viking helmets and stuff like that. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. That's part of the reason I wanted to assassinate him, actually. So hopefully we get somebody better in charge. But
Well, one
you
of
also have
the
these dirty, greasy women with wearing mohawks and stuff. It's like, you guys don't deserve to be called Khans. Come on now.
well, say what you want about him, but Yes Man does call him a very dirty people.
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that. I
They
mean,
live in tents, I believe he says.
I do like their yurts.
They're
No,
yurts.
because like those are actually the only Mongolian thing about them. But Papa Khan lives in a longhouse. That was like, just like,
I mean, to
and
be
he
fair,
has.
this is the same game that has like the gang of Elvis impersonators. So
Well, at least they're actually accurate to what they're trying to impersonate.
yeah, true, true. I believe all their quests are like Elvis songs.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, there was like the hound dog one. So yeah, um, I you know so I asked the king for my wish, and he had like no good options for me. So I told him to give me some fucking money, and he only gave me like 1,000 caps, and I was just about ready to fuck it, to dethrone the king, so to speak. But anyways,
But to be fair, those are supposed to be early game quests. Like as soon as you get to Vegas or Freeside, at least.
yeah, yeah. Well, of course, Mr. House and the Securitrons took care of the kings after the game ended, so I don't really
Yeah, I
care.
guess that was less than ideal, but I wonder if there's a way to prevent that. But I guess
Honestly, I don't think so. I think I did pretty much everything I could with the king, like in terms of dial. Like I was very friendly with him. I
yeah,
and like I saved Rexy.
yeah. You saved Rexy. Rexy would have gotten gunned down if he stayed. But yes, the reason I told you to wait on that is if you're doing the NCR playthrough, I think the same thing will happen unless you use his favor to be a little more diplomatic with him.
Yeah, of course.
One second.
Last.
Keep talking. 1 second.
Oh yeah. Of course, the last thing I want to do is be diplomatic with the NCR. I mean, I tried my best for it the entire game to be, as good as I can to them. But when the time came that I didn't have to be nice anymore, I put those commies in their place. And man, I really wish that I just killed President Kimball, but it is what it is. Like, I had to spare him. Why on earth did you attack President Kimball? Because I don't want to pay taxes. That's why I don't want my property being stolen from me. And that's all the NCR is about. It's just status quo, old Earth stuff. And we heard Ulysses talking about history and stuff like that. Well, we all know how big of a role taxes have played throughout history, and that's sometimes history has to be buried underneath the sands of the wasteland. I think absolutely.
Yeah, you felt a little screwed over by Ulysses, didn't you?
Yeah, I was. I mean, I have the clip. I mean, that was one of the biggest reactions I've ever had in gaming history, and also one of the most negative ones. I was not happy. I was not happy about that. I mean, I
Yeah,
actually freaked out. I
it is
freaked out. I wa-
kind of a little a little unfair. Like that's the one like faction that has the exact same code as Ulysses.
Yeah, like it's just not fair because like I spent all that time playing the DLC. I was almost done with the game, and this is what they do to me. I bought this game for like 15 Canadian dollars. I deserve to have my Mr. House Duster.
They could at least added like the Lucky 38 logo to it or something.
Yeah, like that would have been cool. I would have been totally fine with that. Because I mean, you can't just put Mr. House's face on it. Or if I was
Well, you
developing,
could.
if I was developing the game, I probably would have, but I don't think that would fit in with the art style, probably, or the artistic direction.
Well, Fallout 4 just recently added. It's very controversial right now. People don't like it, but they had the anniversary edition that came with some Creation Club content, and one of them was like an NCR Ranger who uh, you gotta deal with, who has like a Lucky 38 members jacket.
Yeah,
So
it seems like not. It seems like Bethesda gets in a lot of hot water these days, but not even just Bethesda, but a lot of gaming companies in general.
yeah,
I mean, companies are getting a little bit greedy with DLC and stuff like that, but as long as people keep buying DLC, then that's going to be how it is.
yeah. But I enjoyed it. Like
Oh yeah.
I didn't really pay anything for it, so
Oh yeah. Okay. I know they just dropped they just did that little bundle re-release of New Vegas as well. Like if I
yeah.
think, and
It,
unfortunately,
I
not
mean,
really.
the statue's cool, but if you
Yeah.
already own it, I don't think there's any sort of like if they reproduced the original playing card deck that came with it when it came out.
Oh, that
It
would
had
be
like
cool. I'd
all
like
the
that. Yeah.
characters on it. That was kind of cool. Like I would have
Yeah.
gotten it if they did that.
Yeah, one of the things I don't like about PC gaming is that I like to own my games physically. So I
Yeah.
don't own. I would actually like to own New Vegas physically because I like that, just like
Oh,
any other.
I got it somewhere, but I think I got it for PlayStation 3. I got the special edition. Came with all the DLC on it back
Yeah.
before. That was one of my favorite things about Bethesda because they do. I didn't have internet for the longest time, so the, the only way I could get it is when they'd release like the Game of the Year edition that had all the DLC in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be a bit of a savior in a situation like that. Um, but like, so like when back before I started playing the Yakuza games, they're on PlayStation Plus. They had Yakuza 7 for free, so I got that digitally. But I have each of like literally every other Yakuza game physically. So someday I have to fucking go and buy that game just so I can add it to the collection. Like I can't stand that.
Yeah,
If I
that
like
did
if
me
I like
too.
if I like a game, I need to have it physically because
Yeah,
you never know when the like the WEF or something like that might take away all the digital games and
yeah,
afford it because it take you can't own anything because the it's all digital.
yeah, yeah.
That puts a little bit too much power in the hands of the commies. But anyway,
It's convenient though. I'll give it that. It is.
yeah, they are convenient because my lazy ass doesn't always want to get up and take discs in and out.
Yeah,
Also, like, particularly where we have our PlayStation 5, there's not a lot of space there, so it's actually annoying to take disc in and out of it.
yeah. I don't think own a single physical PlayStation 5 game now that I think about it. And I got the edition that comes with the disc drive.
Yeah, well, I have a couple Yakuza games that are physical that are PS5. I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is physical, and Stellar Blade, which is physical, and that's pretty much it, I think. So, and most of those games are not PS5 exclusives; like you get them on the PS4 as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think all the physical games I've gotten have been PlayStation 4 games,
Yeah,
or at least the ones I put in here.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like a lot of new console, like the newer consoles these days, are not like releasing a lot of great exclusive games. But anyway,
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if the next wave doesn't even have the disc drive in it.
I really hope they don't release like a PlayStation 6 at some time in the near future.
Oh, me either.
Like, there's just no point.
Yeah, especially with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out next year.
Yeah, but like like where do they even take it from here? Like they can make the performance better, but graphics, I think they pretty much hit a roadblock with graphical capabilities for the time being.
That's above my pay grade. I'm not a computer expert, so.
But like I feel like games are at the point where they look good enough. It's like who even really cares? Like we don't want things to like look literally like real life because that takes the immersion out of it, I think.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah. I think that me and my friend had that discussion with the Elder Scrolls. We were comparing Oblivion to Skyrim, and
Yeah.
Skyrim is a little bit more realistic, and we were talking about how that kind of graphics wise, at least, is a little bit more realistic than like Oblivion. And we were discussing that how it kind of takes some of the fantasy aspects out of it because you got characters that you can't even really tell what race they are because they all kind of look similar. They all kind of look realistic in Skyrim, but in a Oblivion, you can just this is an elf. I could tell that it looks like an elf.
Yeah.
So,
in the Oblivion remaster, what sort of graphic direction?
oh, it definitely was better. It looked honestly probably like the best. I think it was like the best of kind of both worlds. It looked just on par with Skyrim in terms of like realism, but it still kept some of the fantasy aspects of it. So like you could easily tell, oh, this character's supposed to be an orc, or this character's supposed to be an elf.
And of course, I'm going to be doing a Skyrim playthrough at some point as well, and that'll be
That'll definitely be interesting. Yeah.
And that one I'll be streaming off the PlayStation too, so we will have a much smoother experience overall.
I might have to do a Elder Scrolls thing after that. If you take it, which I had the same friend I got into New Vegas. He tried Skyrim and he said it wasn't for him, so it might not be for everybody. But yeah, I think he just has a thing with he likes fantasy in theory, but whenever he's immersed in it, he doesn't like it as much as like something like Fallout.
Yeah, well, Fallout has a really cool theme to it and a lot of interesting characters too.
Yeah. And I think you started it. I'm curious how he'll go from here because you kind of did start with the best.
Well, I honestly imagine I'm going to enjoy the other games quite a bit too. But it might be hard. It might be hard for me to get like as immersed in a game that doesn't have Mr. House in it, but we'll see.
Yeah, true. I mean, you'll have to.
Yeah, there's a dog in Fallout 4. Like that could be interesting.
Well, there's a dog in 3 too. Well, I mean, you had a dog in New Vegas, but
yeah, but that dog was like the dog I had in New Vegas, like a weird little lobotomite ass dog. So
yeah, but it's interesting because in Fallout 3, you got the dog, and it's I believe in 3 it's a blue healer. And,
yeah, we actually have a blue healer, so that'll be interesting.
Because I think the one in 3 was directly inspired by Mad Max 2, I think, where he has the blue healer.
Oh yeah. I've seen that actually.
And I think everyone. I mean, I guess kind of. I think that's what it's inspired by, but I think it is supposed to be more of a mutt because it is the apocalypse, and there's probably no one who's particular about their dog breeding, but in 4 it's just a German Shepherd. So, but I think there's a Creation Club content where you can get different dogs. So,
oh, interesting. Yeah, I remember seeing the German Shepherd, but like, all that meat is all radiated. So I think Frank Horgan, he did basically say kill the mutie.
I did play Fallout 2, but I didn't ever beat it. So same
Yeah,
thing
you
with
didn't
one.
you didn't like enjoy Fallout 1 and 2 as much, right? Because they're like kind of different styles of games.
Yeah, I didn't start with the originals. I started with 3 in 2008. But
I've never
yeah,
really played those types of games. I don't know what you call them. Like, I don't want to say over the top, like with
I
the
mean
way the
that's what it
camera.
is. But I'm sure there is a technical name for it. But I mean I think it was just the controls. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
in that age range where I'm not old enough to enjoy it. I mean, I could enjoy it for what it was, but because I played some games like that where I get it just fine, but I guess it was just I played a couple hours into it. I think I put in like 20 hours into it, but yeah, I just couldn't get into it as much as 3.
yeah. I get when I start something, I can't help but want to finish it. So even if I don't like something, I just typically push through it. But yeah, I've never played something like that before. At least I don't think I have.
Like I've played older games, like I put in Age of Empires. I played that a couple days ago, really, and that's kind of I think that's yeah, it's probably not as old, but it's a different kind of game, so it's not like an
Yeah,
RPG.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's got a bit of a. I've never played one of those games, but they look very interesting.
it's fun. I I've been I kind of loved that game since I was a kid. So I never
Yeah,
played never played much of the campaign of it, but I just messed around with like the campaign editor that lets you make your own little campaigns.
yeah. Um, like is Age of Empires the one?
Your mic's cutting out. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, is Age of Empires the one that Gandhi can go nuclear in, or is that a
No,
different
that's
series?
that's the Civilization games
Oh
where
yeah,
he can just go nuke happy.
yeah. I just saw a meme about like Gandhi going nuke happy the other day.
It's which I did. I played a couple of those Civilization games, but they're they're fun. They're like a bit of more of a because I went from a Civilization like I'm pretty good at these strategy games, and I put in Hearts of Iron 4, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
Yeah, yeah. I think Parts of Iron 4. I think if I remember correctly, like you can pick like different economic styles.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't
you can.
remember what economist was in it. I don't know if it's Ludwig von Mises or something like that, but
Oh, I can't remember. Like I did. I played Hearts of Iron 3 and I played Hearts of Iron 4, and uh picked I picked America in both of them, and I can't even remember what I was just amazed that at some of the counties that were in Hearts of Iron 3 that I did not expect them to add into the game, but Hearts of Iron 4 just started making decisions, and all of a sudden, next thing I know, America's in a civil war with itself. So I
yeah,
guess I did it wrong.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like you have to be very careful with your decision making.
Yeah, they did have like a alternate history thing in Hearts of Iron 4, which was fun. But
Yeah, so if you pick Austria, you can get Ludwig von Mises in it, and he's like one of the original libertarian economists. So that's interesting.
you said Austria?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he was Austrian, but he was Jewish. So he had to flee when the Nazis took over Germany, and he moved to America.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of an interesting story there, but he had to run away, so to speak, because there was a certain question being floated around the air at the time, and he kind of had to get the hell out of there. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, that's not
no,
as
I'm
fun as fictional politics.
no, absolutely. I can't wait to answer the mutant question and potentially one day in Fallout 2, though.
Do you think you're going to go back that far?
Well, if I get that far, it'll be interesting to answer the mutant question.
uh, so the next game you think you'll play, you think it'll be 3 whenever you get around to it?
Yeah, I think so. Fallout 76 is also on sale right now, so I gotta consider it.
We got to get that. We get back into that. I haven't played that in a couple weeks. They just recently added the new expansion for it that adds the ghoul from the series in it. And I think a bounty hunting like mini game. I'm not sure. What'd you say? It cut out again.
Oh, sorry, my internet must have messed up a little. The ghoul, is he voice acted in the game, and does Walton Goggins voice acting?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe it is Walton Goggins voicing him in the game.
I've been a very big Walton Goggins ever since I watched that.
Well, wait, was that the first thing you seen him in, Fat Man?
I think so. Oh, yeah, well, he was.
It's cutting out again.
Oh shit. He was in the series Invincible as well, but that's animated. He was only a voice actor in that.
Oh, was he? I never did get into that. I tried it, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I've seen the first season, and William and we never finished the second season of it. So,
But yeah, they got him in '76. They actually got like Bethesda games actually get a pretty good star-studded cast for their games. Like even back in Fallout 3, like Liam Neeson's one of the main characters in it.
oh really? I mean,
Yeah.
I know in New Vegas, I got Danny Trejo. Pretty big name.
Yeah, Danny Trejo. Matthew Perry is Benny.
Yeah, right.
I know Mr. House was I can't pronounce the guy's name. I think it's Renee something. He was
Yeah.
He was been in The Patriot, which is what I knew him from, but he was in quite a few things. The actor that plays Caesar or voices Caesar, he's an actor. The only thing I knew him from was he was in the I think it was a BBC original series, The Borgias. He played Alexander VI in it. It was pretty good. I got it on Apple TV.
Oh yeah.
And what I don't know if there are many in Fallout 4, like big name actors like that, but Elder Scrolls Online has a massive, like, star-studded list of voice actors, which is surprising for like an MMO like that.
That is actually kind of interesting.
Like I think every like faction leader has like a big named actor voicing the character.
Yeah. That's
like I know the Nord leader of like the Ebonheart Pact is Peter Stormare, who I'm sure are you familiar with him? I'm sure you've seen if you haven't seen him, you've probably heard his voice. He's a I don't know where he's from. I don't want to get it wrong, but he's like got a European accent. Like I think he's mostly playing like a evil Eastern European character.
Oh yeah.
But and I think John Cleese, I believe how you pronounce the name of Monty Python fame. He's a character in it. Malcolm McDowell is like the main antagonist of it. What's his name? Michael not Gandalf. Dumbledore. Way wrong, but that actor's in Elder Scrolls Online.
All right, so Stormare, I guess he's from Sweden, I think.
Probably.
Oh, he's done a lot of video game voice acting on top of actual acting. Apparently, there's some sort of Nazi movie he was in, and he played Ernst Rahm in that. That's interesting. That's a interesting character to play. We all know what happened on the Night of the Long Knives in 1934. Ernst Rahm got exterminated. But anyway,
Well, that typically happens, but yeah, he's a pretty big named actor, and I can't remember what the elf lady is, but I think she was a big name too.
Oh God, elf women. That'll be
Well, we'll get. I'm sure we'll get into the fantasy racism when we get to Skyrim.
Would you think that? Do you think that Natalia should play? You should play an elf lady in one of these games.
No, no.
Why not?
I don't. I'm sure there are better voice actors.
I don't know what her voice sounds like, but she might be a good
I'll be
elf.
honest. I don't think I do either.
Yeah, I don't
But
think I've ever heard her say a word actually.
yeah, that's kind of an inside thing we got. So
Yeah, yeah, we'll just kind of leave it at
we'll leave it at that. But other than Mr. House, who do you think really? You said Raul. He was a big
Yeah,
catch for you, wasn't
Raul was just a cool guy. So if we're just talking about characters in New Vegas, the Kaiser is a cool character. I feel like he is anyway. And I hate Yes Man, but Yes Man's also kind of funny.
he? The NCR doesn't really like
So a
the
lot of
coolest.
the
Sorry, go
strong
ahead.
characters, a lot of the strong characters are actually like the DLC characters, like the big mountain characters were so ridiculous.
Doctor Klein.
Yeah, those guys were just great. They were next level.
Uh, Dr. Boris, the anti-commie one.
Yeah, well, that whole segment, or you're running the experiment in the school, was so insane. Like he's talking about that guy that like bullied him and like stole his girl or whatever, and he said that he likes ball. He's like a jock and he likes balls. That dialogue was just so funny. I don't. That's like probably some of the dialogue I've ever heard in a video.
Well, from a comedic standpoint, definitely.
Oh
I
yeah,
recently did it myself, and I did. I naturally had to because this is like my 12th playthrough or whatever, so I had to go through and make sure I did all the tests, all the advanced tests. I had to go do all the side quests.
yeah. Like I just feel like games these days don't have this level of creativity and humor that we're in Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I can't. Maybe Baldur's Gate 3. Or at least the last one I played. This feels like that in depth.
Baldur's Gate 3 definitely seems like an interesting game to say the least.
It's interesting, yeah. Me and my wife both played it. She loved it.
I know there's a lot of weird romance options in that game.
Oh, that's what fantasy's all about.
I mean, even some of the more normal ones are like ugly demon women. Or like, isn't one of them like an ogre woman or something? Or it looks kind of like one.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
I don't know much about. I don't know too much about the D&D universe, but close enough.
Like it seems like it's a very impressive game in terms of like how many different options there are.
Yeah, definitely made me feel like playing like one of the old school like Scott. Well, I guess Skyrim is old school nowadays, but that or Oblivion. Like, yeah, I don't think it was. It was probably more impressive, but I don't think it was as fun for me.
Yeah,
Like I said earlier, I don't like venturing out my bubble too much.
nothing wrong with that. Most of the time, I just play weeb games and shit. So
Yeah,
I guess playing New Vegas for me was kind of going outside of my bubble a little bit. Once I found out about Mr. House, I just sort of had to.
oh, I don't know what Weeb Mr. House would look like, so
Yeah, I mean, we could probably get ChatGPT to generate that, but that's for another time.
that's a job for a different day.
I would watch a New Vegas anime.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
they
be
they
cool.
apparently had a little graphic novel that came out not too long before the game came out back in what 2010 I think.
They could
2000.
actually sell like not even just graphic novels, but like actual straight up novels to expand the universe if they wanted to.
Well, that's what they did with Elder Scrolls. I don't know if
Yeah,
there's any for Fallout, but I know I got one of them. I started it, but I haven't finished it yet because I have a horrible habit of never finishing a book I start. But yeah, the Elder Scrolls has one that takes place before Skyrim, but it's interesting.
oh yeah. And I feel like they could even like make a Mr. House spinoff book and explore his life a little bit
Yeah,
if they don't want to make the spinoff games that we talked about before. 'Cause, as you might remember, we discussed potential game ideas.
yeah, yeah.
Like yeah, we could have a Mr. House spinoff game that like explores his rise to the top, or like
It's
maybe
just business tycoon.
I would play it. I don't even play games like that, but I would play it.
Just business Fallout. Yeah,
Yeah, just Mr. House
help it.
exploiting and underpaying his workers. Like, oh yeah, guys.
Just email that to Todd Howard real quick.
Yeah, exploitation simulator, guys. Let's go.
I mean, did they have like a business tycoon game back in the day?
Yeah, probably.
Because I know they had Roller Coaster Tycoon, which was the only one I played. And I think they got Zoo Tycoon. I think that's still a thing.
Yeah, imagine if in Fallout Season 2, like Mr. House is portrayed as a really bad guy and he's like exploiting his Securitrons, right? So the Securitrons like unionize and they like have a little revolution against Mr. House. Like
I don't know.
imagine they did that. Imagine they did that.
Oh
That would
boy.
make me mad.
Now you might be getting into Fallout 4 territory because you mentioned the robot union. There is a robot liberation group in Fallout 4
Oh my goodness.
called the Railroad.
Oh yeah. You told me about them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how you react to the Fallout 4 factions when you finally get there.
Well, we've been discussing Fallout robots for a long time, actually. So there's certain types of robots that I think are cool, and other ones that I don't think are so cool.
Like the Robo Scorpions.
Yeah, I don't like those ones, but like there's Fisto, for example. And Fisto's
Fisto. Did you even beat Fisto in your playthrough?
I can't quite remember, to be honest. I think I might have. I'm pretty sure I encountered Fisto at least once.
Maybe. I'll have to skim through to see.
That's a lot of skimming through to do.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my favorite, fictional characters happen to be women who are also robots. So I feel like there's a lot of potential for business opportunities there for Mr. House.
Well, we'll see how season 2 handles that.
Well, all I'm gonna say it's more ethical than with real people.
Maybe. I guess you don't have to pay them.
Or you can rent them for a while or something like that, or you can even buy your own.
But now the robots are starting unions, so you're going to have to pay them.
Yeah, you know what I would do if I were Mr. House? I would create these robots, and then I'd create like a subscription service model.
Subscriptions.
You had to pay so much per month to, enjoy the robot services. I would imagine, you get like Fisto Plus or something like that.
Fisto Plus. Premium membership.
Yeah.
Fisto Platinum.
And once you're done with your Fisto, we get into the sanitation factory and clean up before it gets
I don't know how much sanitation factories are in the nuclear apocalypse.
Well, yeah, but Mr. House we're talking about, so he's gonna want things to be clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the 38 is very clean.
Yeah, we got to adhere to certain standards for his products. Rodco is a very prestigious corporation Corporation.
Yeah, there's Robco factories in 3 and 4. I think you can explore.
I can't wait. Is there any reference to Mr. House in some of those? Like even in Fallout 3, like is his name mentioned at all?
I'm honestly not sure to be 100% with you. I don't know when that lore came to be
I'm guessing they probably just made him by when they were developing New Vegas, so probably not. But like,
because I know there are definitely some retcons within lore, especially because of course New Vegas is Obsidian and
yeah,
some of the original Fallout work writers, and you got Bethesda doing their own thing. And I believe it was supposed to. I believe their idea originally was, Bethesda would focus on like East Coast, and Obsidian would be the West Coast like lore. But we finally got the series, which seems to be definitely West Coast, so it'll be interesting. I know that's one of the things the fandom doesn't like because there are some retcons in the series, but
yeah.
again, some things you got to retcon.
Well, yeah. Sometimes I mean, I feel like things get into a bit of
You cut out again.
crap. All right, can you hear me again?
Yeah,
Well, sometimes I feel like you can get yourself into a bit of a writing pickle, and then you have no choice but to retcon things, probably.
yeah, and I mean Bethesda did acquire it, so you know, they they had to work with what they had. So you got an idea, but something
Absolutely.
changes. I mean that doesn't necessarily because I know one of the big things people were griping about in Fallout 4 was um I believe in one of the vaults. I can't remember what number, and I guess it's a bit of a spoiler, but it's not a big spoiler. So one of the vaults, it was specifically designed for like essentially drug addicts. They were gonna like focus on rehabilitating them and everything, and then slowly they were going to reintroduce like drugs back into the community to see how it would work. And there's like a secret supply of drugs that you could find in the vault, and jet is one of the drugs you could find. And people say that was a broke the lore because suppose like jet was invented by a character in Fallout 2, so it would make sense that it was in a storage place that was before the war. But people, I guess it's kind of a fandom retcon that the person that invented it in 2 might have just been lying about inventing it or something like that.
Uh-huh. So,
So
man, if I were playing that, I would not have noticed that. If I'm being
yeah,
honest.
that's a bit of a def. I mean, I did know about the character Fallout 2, but I'll send you a picture of the guy after we do this, and you'll see. Yeah, this guy doesn't look like he's a trustworthy individual. So,
All right, well that makes sense.
and I believe one of the things is and again, XO1 power armor. I believe you can find a prototype of that, or not even a prototype. You can find like a suit of that was pre-war, and I believe supposedly XO1 was developed by the Enclave post-war, so it wouldn't make sense that. But I mean, it's all stuff that can be. It's not major stuff, so I don't know why everybody complains about it.
I don't think I've actually asked you, and I could be wrong, but who's your number one favorite Fallout character of all time?
1 second, hold on. Sorry.
Absolutely not. Why? Mr. House is not a dog, Liam. He's not. No, the dog will get a different name. Yeah. Call it William. How about that?
Why?
Because you're just like a dog, William. That's why.
No.
Well, that's what you're gonna get if you keep calling Mr. House a dog.
Now it's just someone on the house.
Yeah, but still.
It's like your best friend.
I mean, I think so, but like Mr. House has a rational faculty and the dog doesn't.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah,
Is
check
that-
this
is
out,
that
William.
playing video?
Take your headphones off,
Oh my
William.
gosh.
Siobhan won the Iron Survivor. Oh, there's a surprise here, William.
On the read. Well, ew!
Still using that move.
Wait, what is this gimmick gonna be now?
I don't
Wait,
even
what
know.
is that? It's not gone anymore. Wait, is he a heel?
I have no
But
idea.
I feel like no sense. Is Tony D finally gonna become NXT champion?
Never know.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can.
All right. We'll probably. I know you asked a question, but we'll probably end it somewhere around here.
All right. Yeah, we had a
Oh,
pretty good episode.
yeah. Yeah, I don't want. I know it's your hour ahead, so I don't want to take too much of the time.
Oh yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna probably hit the hay soon anyway.
I don't want to be another billionaire Ted. So,
I know.
all right, I'll probably try to edit it, cut some of that out.
Alrighty.
All right. So when you think you'll be able to
I'll start watching the show tomorrow night probably.
All right. Well, we'll try to do something after that then.
Alrighty. See you later, man. Have a good night.
All right. Yeah. See ya. All right. It's recording. So you want to
All right.
get right into it? Talk about some
Yes.
Fallout.
Yes, absolutely.
So you just recently started it for the first time after me